Well, how we doing, everyone? Hope we're all good. It's Tuesday, the 31st of January, 2023, and I'm here to take a look at the next 24 hours weather for southeast England. Well, before we start, yesterday was a beautiful day, wasn't it? I've got a week off work. I was able to get out with my camera down to Folkestone Warren to take a lovely long exposure shot of the sea groins and the cliff in the background. Really was a welcome day after all the gloom we've had in recent weeks. But that's all about yesterday. This is today, and outside at the moment, temperatures are generally around about 4 or 5 degrees. It was cold earlier, there was a frost, but the air is warming now as we're bringing in a warm front. Many stations did receive a frost in those early hours, but as you all notice, temperatures have picked up in the last 2 or 3 hours, and that's where we're sitting at the moment. Top of the hots at the moment is 10.1 at Harwarden. I think that's in North Wales, but many stations out west are in the top 20 this morning, recording between 9 and 10 degrees. The coldest spots at the moment, once again, Annockmore -2.7. I can only assume that's a really high level station. I need to find out a little bit more about that one. It always seems to stand out as the coldest spot. But the lowest top 20 spots at the moment, if there can be a thing, can it be a lowest top 20 spot? Anyway, the lowest 20, it's good to see, or is it good to see? A couple of our southeast stations are in there, Langdon Bay at 4.7 and Manston at 3.9. And that's because we've had that cold night and the warm front is still yet to pass us. So this is the facts chart. This was at midnight. The warm front that I was talking about was moving across Wales at the time. That would have moved across now. And it will be giving us some cloudy conditions, but things are moving fast at the moment. By the end of today, this is at midnight going into Wednesday, the warm front would have pushed through, the cold front would have caught it up, and that'd be well into France by that stage. No prizes for guessing why things are so quick. We've got a jet stream roaring across the Atlantic at the moment at around about 100, 149, 150 miles an hour. So changes are fast. But if you notice here, the pebble in the stream, that area of high pressure, is keeping a lot of the main rain bearing fronts away from us. So if we have a look at the facts chart this morning, there is two fronts coming over us. I think this is the warm front at the moment, just giving no more than a little bit of drizzle, and the cold front, which I can only assume is this line here running through Wales. So this will all be moving southeastwards throughout the course of the day. So if you've got a cloudy morning, it's going to brighten up this afternoon. So if we take a look at the loop, run it on from this is our friends at the ECM this morning. We'll see this morning at 6 o'clock, you've got that weak weather front sitting across mid Wales towards northern England, and that's really just fragmenting as it moves south. No more than a band of cloud, perhaps the odd spot of drizzle late this morning before midday, before it all clears to bring us a nice, fine, and sunny afternoon. I'll have a little look at the UK weather map. So this is the symbols. I like the symbols. I hope you do. This is the scene at the moment at 7 o'clock. It's generally rather cloudy, but run it through to 2 o'clock this afternoon. And there you go. Plenty of sunny spells and mild temperatures. So I'm going to come on to the mild temperatures today. Temperatures will be peaking at around about 11 or 12. Do not be at all surprised to see a cheeky 13 or a 14 in this setup. With high pressure in control, the air is quite stable, and after these fronts go through, we're bringing in land air off the land. It's quite often drier than anticipated, and as a result, maximum temperatures do get quite high. So don't be at all surprised if 13 or 14 is achieved today, and it will be a very good line drying afternoon. So if you've got washing, you don't want to use a tumble dryer, stick it on the line, it will get dry. Tonight it does turn chilly. Temperatures down to 2 or 3 degrees. One or two spots will be close to zero, but because we're bringing in quite a breeze overnight, nothing too significant, but these are your gusts around about 20 to 25 miles an hour. I think there'll be just enough mixing to prevent anything too significant in terms of frost. Something of note, our friends in northern Scotland, in stark contrast, are in for a wild old night, especially across Orkney and parts of Shetland, where gusts could be in the order of 70 to 80 miles an hour. But that is all a world away for us. Back here to the here and now, it's a cloudy morning. It'll brighten up to a bright sunny afternoon, a good line drying day as I've mentioned. Chilly tonight with a touch of frost, but not getting too cold. I hope you've all found this forecast useful. I'll be back tomorrow morning with the next 24-hour summary. But in the meantime, all look after yourselves. Have a lovely day and ciao for now.